Hello, welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year to you. Today's video I'm going to do a little look back at 2020 and then talk about some goals for 2021. I have my bullet journal and some notes here, so if I look down that's why. So 2020 was probably a pretty crazy year for probably just about everybody. So besides a lot of personal stuff happening, my YouTube channel and my art overall did pretty good. I did take a furlough for 2 months over the summer from work. They offered it to help save money, and while I did some stuff for my YouTube channel and the launch of my shop, I wish I did a little more looking back. Other than that, I worked from home the majority of the year, which was really nice. I saved a lot of time because I have about a 40-minute drive to work, saved money in terms of like gas and lunches and stuff. I enjoy working from home a lot, and I think it's going to continue into 2021. I broke up my goals into categories. I have the YouTube goals, shop goals, and then like art goals. So we're gonna start with YouTube goals. Last year, one of my goals was to become monetized, and I needed to hit 1,000 subscribers, which I did over the summer, and my certificate is hanging behind me right here, which I was happy about, so thank you if you subscribed. And I needed 4,000 watch hours. Right now I'm at about 3,776, so just over 200 hours to go, and I'm hoping that I can hit that either by the end of this month or early February. One of my new goals for 2021 is to hit 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I'm currently sitting at about 1,400, so I want to do a little more than double that. And I know a lot of people say numbers don't matter, but I feel like numbers are a result of work. So the more content I put out, usually that encourages people to subscribe. So I feel like it's kind of relative, so you put out work and you get a number as a result. Another new goal for 2021 is I want to try and post 3 to 4 videos per month. I'm generally pretty bad about this, and in the past it's been hard because of working a full-time job, like I mentioned earlier. But since we are working from home and I don't have that commute time and I'm less tired after work, I think that would help me put out more content easily. I did do this once last year, which was the month of November. I was able to put out 4 videos that month, and that was the only month I did the entire year. And during that month, I got the most views, most watch time, and most subscribers than I did all year. So more content, better results. This will require planning and organization, so I'm gonna kind of roll that into another new 2021 goal of being more organized. And I'm currently in the process of creating my own little small business planner organizer, but also be able to plan content. I'm going to do a whole separate video about it, but basically I'm going to be able to keep track of my shop and sales in certain portions, and then also keep track of like my YouTube stats and monetization and stuff like that. I'm thinking maybe that'll be my next video to show you and talk a little bit about it. So I just want to show you, in my bullet journal I created a 2020 stat tracker, and I have all the months of the year, and I have my YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok, and I recorded all my followers / subscriber count at the beginning of each month, so I could see how much I've grown throughout the year. I have a couple blank spots by Instagram because unfortunately their analytics only go back 30 days, so I didn't record it right away and then it was too late to go back. It's not a big number, so I'm not really concerned about it. I just started a TikTok a couple months ago, I think in October, and I really wish I started that sooner when the pandemic hit, because I feel like a lot of people were on TikTok and had the content and grew, but that is something I'm going to focus a little more on next year. I don't really do a whole lot with Twitter. I'll just share my post to it, but I'm not really active on that platform. I have a huge jump on my Facebook page in the likes because my boyfriend kindly shared my business page once I was up and running, and a ton of people followed or liked it out of support, which was really nice. So if you were one of them, thank you. So that's a little look back at my 2020 social media stats, and I'm definitely going to do this again for 2021, and that's going to be inside my small business planner that I mentioned. Another goal for 2021 is to start live streaming, which I'm really excited about. Thomas got me a lot of streaming equipment and other stuff related to my business. Now I just have to watch a bunch of YouTube videos to get all the equipment set up and just right so I can start streaming, but once I do, I will definitely let you guys know, even though I'm like really nervous to be live and not be able to like edit out anything that happens. I want to do some art streaming and then also some game streams. Moving on to the shop category, one of my goals last year was to launch a website, which I did around the time of my birthday, I think we did, and it was just a very basic site to get started. Another goal I had on my 2020 list was to open a shop and make my first sale, which I definitely did. I opened a shop on my website, I think September 6th or sometime in the first week of September. And when I posted that my shop was live and I just opened it, I received a lot of love from my friends and family on Facebook, which I really appreciated. It felt so good, and I didn't expect so many people to support me. And soon after, I opened my Etsy shop. I believe it was around October 28th, and while I did have a rough start with Etsy, I think things are going a little smoother now. So some stats for my shops are, since I opened my shop on my own website, I have made about 24 sales and a profit of $170. Since I opened my Etsy shop, I made 13 sales and a profit of $89. So in total, I have made a profit of about $250 altogether. I think that's a pretty good number for only opening my shop a couple months before the end of the year, plus having so much to learn along the way. I'm hoping to go into 2021 with a little bit more knowledge and being able to increase those sales. So my goal for 2021 is to make at least 100 sales for the year between my two shops. Another shop goal for 2021 is to manufacture my own enamel pins and some washi tape, which I'm currently actually in process of doing on Alibaba, which has a learning curve in itself, but I'm currently communicating with different companies and trying to get quotes and artwork mock-ups. But hopefully that will be something coming pretty soon in 2021. And that goes along with another shop goal for 2021 to expand my product line. I'd like to include, like I said, an enamel pin, more washi tape. I'd like to do some notebooks and memo pads. So I just have to play around with products. My last category is my art goals category. Last year for 2020, I had a make more art goal, which I achieved. I feel like I did make a lot more art in 2020 than I did in 2019, which allowed me to create the products that I have currently in the shop. However, I want to take that up a notch. I want to start tracking my time when I make art. I got this idea from April over from her channel, which is called Monkey Mintaka. She told me about this app where you can track your time and it logs it. So I would like to start doing that when I make art or doodle or play my sketchbook. I don't have a time goal in mind at this moment. I think I would like to eventually get there, but I want to play around with the app first and see how things go. So more art in 2021 than I did in 2020. Another art goal that I have for 2021 is to complete a sketchbook. And I had this on last year's goal list as well for 2020, and I didn't do almost anything in sketchbooks. I like to have a completed sketchbook from the beginning of the year to the end so you can see the progress of my work or the change. And I can't buy any fancy sketchbook because then I'll be too afraid to use it, and I know that sounds stupid, but I hope other people know what I'm talking about when I say that. So I'm just gonna go buy a cheap sketchbook, nothing too big because I don't want it to be intimidating, but I just want to completely finish a sketchbook front to back for 2021. Then my last art goal for 2021 is to make a self-portrait. I have not done a self-portrait since maybe high school or college, and it's something I really want to do, but I also don't want to do it like all in one sitting. If it takes me a couple months, or if I have to work on it piece by piece and very slowly, I think I just want to really focus on making something good rather than pushing out content for a video, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think a lot of people do it where they do a portrait every year and they can see how their style has changed or how they themselves have changed or how you view yourself. So I think that's very interesting, and I would like to get in the habit of doing that. And I want to do it regardless of my skill level, because then I think that can show improvement as well. I had a couple other goals on here for my 2020 goal list, which was host a workshop. So I think my thought last year was just kind of like try a little bit of everything and see what I like. Obviously I couldn't host a workshop or do anything like that due to COVID, and it's probably going to be much the same like that this year, which is fine. I don't think that's something I want to do at this moment, or at least within this year. I think I want to focus more on my shop and products this year. I also had use Bujo all year, which I did for the most part use it, but I don't do bullet journaling like YouTube bullet journalists. It's mainly just a running to-do list with some notes and ideas and stuff written down. So that's, again, another reason I'm having the planner to keep things organized, and this I can just throw in my bag as a running to-do list. So those are all my goals for 2021. I feel like the year of 2020 was a lot of learning in terms of having my shop and my website. So I think I'm going to take what I have learned last year and use it this year to expand my shop. So if you have any art goals for 2021, please let me know in the comments below. I love hearing about other people's goals and seeing other people's success. I find inspiration in that. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a happy and successful 2021, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!